Hello, my wonderful friends. Megan's with you on a beautiful day in Asha. And every once in a while, a message comes to me that just touches my heart. And this is one of those messages with everything that's going on right now in the world. They're pitting black against white, female against male, gay against straight. There's Republican or Democrat. And there seems like, will there ever be world peace? And as I picked up the Tao Te Ching today, it just gave me such hope that we can remove all suffering, remove all evil, and return back to Asha, to the Tao, to the perfect Creator's perfect idea. And it gives us step by step what to do. How blessed are we to have the Tao Te Ching? How blessed are we to have Asha, the 2,600-year-old Magi text, my friends. This is the time for the message of Zarathustra. This is the time for the message of Lao Tzu. This is the time for the love message of Jesus. My friends, I'm going to read to you from the 62nd verse. Maybe we'll get into the 81st verse, but listen to this, my friends. It's so perfect. It says, the Tao is the treasure house, the true nature, the Tao, Asha, that's man's true nature. And all we have to do is come back to our true selves. How hard could that be? And it shows us how to do it. It's so simple, so beautiful. I love this. It says the secret source of everything. It is the treasure of the good man, and it's the refuge of the bad man. If a person seems wicked, that seems is important. Never forget that. If a man seems wicked, do not cast him away. Awaken him with your words, right? With your word. Elevate him with your deeds. Repay his injury with your kindness. Do not cast him away, but cast away his wickedness. And my friends, that's advice for ourselves too. Don't judge yourself for your past mistakes and failures and sins, and don't do it to someone else, because that's not your true nature. That's not their true nature. That's being deceived. That's every person, at least that I know here in the West, their parents took them by the hand and took them to a Sunday school that taught them a God that hates wars, kills, destroys, has made war seem like a good, noble, patriotic thing, has made competition and fighting seem like the way to go, and they're proud of you and give you a pat on the back. So no wonder mankind is brainwashed and confused, and so we can't judge them for that. We can't judge ourselves for that. All we can do is return back to our true nature. Inside of us, we know the message of Jesus, Zarathustra, Lao Tzu, about the loving Father, the all-good Spirit that doesn't hate, war, kill, and destroy, my friends. It goes on to say, thus, when a new leader is chosen, do not offer to help him with your wealth or your expertise. Help him to meditate on the principle. What is the principle? It's the Tao. It's Asha. It's the higher idea, my friends. And that's everything. And this is what I was thinking about with this election talk that everyone's... It doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrat. It's the same thing, okay? What we need is a new thing. We need a new higher thought. We need unity. We need love. We need the Tao. We need the perfect Creator's perfect idea where nothing happens at the expense or harm of another. You don't take away another's freedom. You don't take away another's power to build yours, my friend. It's everyone working in harmony. It's loving your neighbor, wanting the best for the other person, rooting for them, my friends. That's how we're going to change the world. When we see that we're all family, we're children of the all-good Spirit. It says, why did the ancients make so much of the principle? The principle they're talking about here is the highest principle. It's the Tao, it's Asha, it's the Holy Spirit of God. It's that Holy Om, the original word. It's Jesus. It says, is it not because it is the source of all good? My friends, the source of all our good is in Asha, the Tao, in Jesus, in the Word. It's in the perfect Creator's perfect idea. But mankind has been deceived and lied to. They've been presented a God. Their principle that they've been offered in the world religions is mixed. It's good and it's evil, right? It says even in the Bible that the Lord sends good and evil. He creates and destroys. He heals and makes sick. My friends, that is a lie. If you go back to the original monotheistic religion, Zoroastrianism, God was all good and he had no attributes of the evil spirit, and so there was no confusion. And when man realizes that he can't be separated from God, good, that principle, and he holds that principle, that idea, that vision before his eyes and in his very vibration, and he's all good and has no attributes of the evil spirit. He can't hate, war, kill, or destroy, get jealous, get angry. My friends, then we're living back in the perfect Creator's perfect idea. Is so beautiful, so simple. I want to flip to the very last verse of the Tao. I love this book. You guys know I love books, but two of my all-time favorites is Asha and the Tao Te Ching. If you don't have both of those, please get it. And I really love this one by Dr. Wayne Dyer. There's many different translations out there, but I love this one. But I mean, a lot of them are great. Okay, listen to the 81st verse. It says, true words are not beautiful. Beautiful words are not true. Good men do not argue. Those who argue are not good. Those who have virtue do not look for faults. Those who look for faults have no virtue. Sages do not accumulate anything, but give everything to others, having more the more they give. Do you see the beautiful tie between Asha, the teachings of Jesus, and the Tao, my friends? That's why it's so beautiful. The masters had this higher idea, this holy Om, this Vohu Menu, the God mind, the Christ mind. They understood that God and man, good, cannot be separated. That's our true nature. That is the source that we come from and return to. And here's the part I wanted you to get right here. It says, heaven does good to all. Heaven does good to all. God does good to all. That's Asha 13, isn't it, my friends? That all good comes from the Creator. And that's how Asha 13 says we end all suffering, all evil in the world when we restore God's image, that He's all good. And we align with that all good God energy, and then we create that all good energy in our world. It says doing no evil to anyone. Okay, so God can't do evil to anyone, and we shouldn't do evil to anyone. When we realize that God and man can't be separated, and when you see people acting in evil and error and sin and anger and violence, my friends, they're not acting from their true nature. They're acting from the ego nature. They've been brainwashed, like we talked about as kids, how society's supposed to be run, survival of the fittest. Their churches and their gods, that taught them that that's okay, and they're actually rewarded for it, my friends. What can we do? We have to model this before them every day, my friends. Go out there and spread love, vibrate love, share the Tao with the world, with your thoughts and your words and your deeds and your vibration and your love and your kindness and your goodness. My friends, is share these messages, to send these videos to people that need it. Maybe take a photocopy of one of these pages out of the Tao and send it to your leaders, to your governors, to your mayors, and so that their hearts can start to see the highest truth and come back to their true nature. It says acting for the good of all and opposing himself to no one. That's Asha 16. That's living life without enemies. When we live in Asha, all the enemies disappear. When we live in the Word like Jesus taught, we don't have an enemy. We love our enemies, my friends. And that's what it's all about right now. It's about love. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, if you're gay or straight, if you're male or female, Republican, Democrat, what country you live in, none of that matters. Be love. Love yourself, love others, love God, love good, hold these high vibrations. That's what's going to change the world. You're not going to be able to vote the evil out of this world. My friends, the system's set up so that ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna be able to fight and war yourself out of the evil in the world. If we want to get out of this as a collective, we're gonna have to love each other really, really hard. My friends, and I love you so much. Share this message with someone. We'll see you next time.